Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. Our first story, President Trump giving updates about Operation Epic Fury. He says negotiations with Iran are going well, and they've agreed to let some ships pass through the Strait of Hormuz. Here's more.
President Trump says talks with Iran are going very well. The president telling reporters aboard Air Force One the U.S. is negotiating directly and indirectly.
They've agreed to send 8 boats 2 days ago, and then they added another 2, so it was 10 boats. And now today they gave us as a tribute, I don't know, I can't define it exactly, but they gave us, I think out of a sign of respect, 20 boats of oil, big boats of oil, going through the Hormuz Strait. And that's taking place starting tomorrow morning.
President Trump also saying the U.S. military is having enormous success, decimating the Iranian Navy and Air Force. Central Command says it has struck more than 11,000 targets inside Iran since the start of Operation Epic Fury. This weekend, the amphibious assault ship USS Tripoli arrived in the region carrying U.S. sailors and Marines. So far, no American or Israeli troops have been deployed on the ground. The Speaker of the Iranian regime's parliament saying the U.S. and its allies in the region would face retaliation in the event of a ground assault. Israel says over the past day it has sent more than 150 fighter jets to strike Iranian targets, including weapons development sites and military research facilities. Pakistan, meanwhile, announcing it will soon host talks between the U.S. and Iran. Pakistani officials have said their public effort follows weeks of diplomacy behind the scenes. There's been no immediate word from Washington or Tehran. The U.S. Embassy in Iraq issuing a new security alert. It's warning Iran-backed terrorist militias may try to target the American universities in the country. It comes after Iran threatened to target American universities across the Middle East. The notice says Iran-aligned terrorist militias have conducted widespread attacks on U.S. citizens throughout Iraq and urges citizens to leave the country immediately. It adds that the Iraqi government has not prevented terrorist attacks against the United States and regional countries from Iraqi territory. Airspace is currently closed over Iraq, the embassy directing U.S. citizens to use land border crossings with Jordan, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent saying the global oil market is well supplied, with more boats traveling through the